All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Live Studio off the top yet again. And today we got a lot of stuff to talk about, with the whole Destiny and Sony situation. We got Xbox roadmap. We also have digital games and stuff like that in the digital industry. A lot of people talking about some negative stuff about that. I want to shed some light and give you some positive stuff in my own opinions, what I think. Because I think a lot of people was like going on about some doom and gloom type stuff. It's like, and then also we gotta say goodbye and rest in peace to Game Informer. They are no more. Man, it's a lot. It was definitely a lot to take in during the end of that week. During that end of that week going on to the weekend with the whole Bungie situation, Game Informer is I was like, what? Oh man, this is crazy. But welcome. I appreciate everyone to be here today, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. These are just like, again, my thoughts and my opinions off the top of my head, and I just wanted to sit here and talk about it, give you my point of views and what I see and stuff like that, and picking things through. So if you do like the video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that, just by clicking here and also subscribing. That will really help me out and the channel itself. Now, before we get into the video itself, I want to also share, what I've been playing, what's been going on. So last week I didn't really upload anything from last week. I was just basically chilling, doing some other things. I was working and stuff. Whatchamacallit, been paying off some taxes and stuff. So I was like, my money was tight. I was working hard. And I know I could have done a few salt videos, but I kind of like let that go because I've been like, you know what? I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of the summer just by sitting back, playing some games. And I've been playing a lot of Starfield lately. Been jumping back into that. I'm falling in love with Starfield yet again. I'm probably going to be playing that towards the end of near November and December. As Stalker doesn't take up too much of my time, that's probably going to be the game that I'm going to be playing for nostalgia purpose. I think usually when I always play a game at towards like, November, Christmas time, around that time, it's usually nostalgia games like, Skyrim. I did that, I think, from the past like 2, 3, 4 years. I've been going back playing Skyrim and stuff. This time around, I'm going to be probably going back and playing more Starfield. Like, it's crazy. And we're gonna have DLC coming up for it as well, which I'm excited. So I've been playing a lot of that. I am still playing some Marvel vs. Capcom. I do have a video coming out soon. I just gotta get it, rendered and stuff like that. I got 2 Starfield Let's Play videos with actual commentary. Because I went out, I brought a nice microphone. It's really nice. It's a Razer. I think it was the Razer Shark, the Razer Shark Pro V2 Pro. I hate when these headsets got so many like long weird names, but long story short, I got that because of the microphone. It was $200. It was worth it because that mic sounds so much better. It almost sounds the same quality of mic than the mic that I have right now, which is the HyperX Quadcast mic that I'm using right now. It sounds almost, if not, is right up there. Like, it sounds really good. You can hear my voice. It's crystal clear. It doesn't sound like muffled or anything like that. I had to do a few little tweaks on it, but overall I got it pretty much good. And I've been playing some Starfield with some commentary on top of it, so those gameplay footage and those streams are going to be uploaded real soon. So yeah, and I am still playing Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm starting to think about maybe I should download some Tekken 8 again, start playing some of that. And probably purchase 2 of the DLC characters that came out. What else I've been playing? So yeah, mainly it was Starfield, Marvel vs. Capcom. I took a break of the First Descendant. I mean, I still got gameplay of First Descendant. I still need to upload. I might be going back to keep playing it. I don't know what they did that is new. That's something I probably might check out later on tonight and be playing some of that. But yeah, so those are the games that I've been playing, and you know, I did a little bit of shopping. Like again, like I brought some new headphones. I got a new CPU, which is the Ryzen 9. Ryzen 9 5900X. I have got that CPU. I took out the old one out with my 3900X, 5900X in there, and it is a massive improvement. Definitely a lot more efficient, runs good. I'm really liking it. It's like really, really good. I'm very, very impressed by it. So it was a good purchase. I got it from Best Buy. I picked it up. It was like $280. So I was like, okay, you know, this is a good pickup. So I picked that up, and I've been pretty much, you know, that's all I've been doing. I know later on, probably this week, I will be purchasing FL Studio, because I'm wanting to make some music and stuff. So I've been getting into some of that. So I want to purchase some FL Studio. I don't know if I'm going to wait for a sale. I probably might just wait for a sale, maybe during like November, December, around Christmas time, because it'll be on sale, and then I can get it at a pretty much at a low price, at a discounted price. So probably might do that, you know, purchase it. I got some beats and stuff like that, some music that I want to make and create and start making. So I'll have something like that. I probably might post it up on this channel, just something, a little something on the side that I'm doing. I am also planning on doing some mods, going into GTA 5 mods again. So I'm planning on doing that as well. So it's going to be fun projects and stuff, some video shorts that I'm probably going to do, post it up on my channel as well. What else I have planned? I do have plan of some tutorial videos, since I have this mic now, like this headphone and microphone thing combination. Now I can like literally do tutorial videos with my headset on, and then with my mic, it sounds really good. I probably might do some tutorial videos on some PC gaming stuff, like, you know, tips and tricks and certain things. So that's going to be kind of planned in the works as well, because I've been putting it off. I do got VirtualBox. I just have to get that stuff up and running and ready. So there's some things happening. So give it some time. Let me cook, and you know, I'm gonna put some content out there and stuff like that. So yeah. But without further ado, that's what been going on with me, and those are the games that I've been playing. Let's get into the video itself. So when we go in here right now, when we're talking about the whole Destiny situation, Destiny developer Bungie cuts 200 staff. Some of them are most difficult, whatever that they have to make in the studio, which to me, that's a bunch of hogwash. I'm not gonna regurgitate. I'm just like, if you want to read it for yourself, you can go read this for yourself. I'm just stating my own opinions on this, or just getting a general idea of what was the situation in that. They did the first round layoff, I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. And then they said, oh, we promise, blah, 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 we're not going to lay off anybody else. And they still did. Even though I think the DLCs supposedly was successful. And if it was successful, that still doesn't mean that they still wouldn't be laid off. They still got laid off, which is ridiculous. It's like crazy. But, you know, for me, it is what it is, man. It's just, you know, who to blame in this. A lot of people was blaming Sony for this. Sony has nothing to do with this at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as like on my channel, like I bash on PlayStation because of their lack of games and their high prices and the lack of value that they have, which is all true. But even for this situation right here, Sony has nothing to do with this. This is a Bungie situation, and a Bungie head studios, the top people, the management, the CEOs, whoever that's in charge, who is riding the ship, has chosen to crash the ship through an iceberg and then trap everyone in there and let everyone sink and drown. And that's basically what he did. That's basically what the CEO did. That's just personally what I think and what I see in front of this. Because again, Sony didn't like came over there, forced them to do this. All Sony said was, look, if you was talking all that stuff and this is what Bungie said out of their own mouth. They said, we're doing this project, we're doing that, we're hiring this, we got 1,000 whatever, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff, right? Bungie CEO was talking all this shit, saying that they got this, that, and the third, and everything else is in place, right? Everything was all laid out. And then, Sony said, okay, if you got all this big talk and this is what you have, this is what you got and all this stuff, then I need you to see you do some performance, right? And that's fair enough, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a really good, like, let's just say, for example, like an esport player and I was playing on COD with no cheats and anything like that, and I was like really, really good, like I know what I'm doing in tactics and strategy. I'm not perfect, but I'm really, really good. I could put on a show, right? Then guess what? All the COD devs and the COD event, they are expecting me, right, as an esport player, right, being competitive in Call of Duty. I'm gonna put on a show for everyone, not just for them. I'm gonna put on a show for everyone that, yes, I have the skills, the talent, the raw deal. I can do this, do that, like I'm very focused. I know how to play the game and I'm still having fun. So if I have that, I'm going to show it. That's basically what Bungie did was, I'm going to talk all this shit and say I got this, that, and the third and pretend like I have all this shit, but I really don't. Basically just scamming scamming Sony out of money. I think it was almost like damn near 3 something million dollars, not million, billions dollars, excuse me, not millions, that's small, billions of dollars with a B. That's a lot of money. And on top of that, the scamming is crazy. And even though that the DLC was successful, which I haven't played Destiny in a very long time, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I haven't played Destiny, all right? I'm not a Destiny, like, fanboy or crackhead or whatever. Like, I'm not. Like, I respect Destiny for what it is, but even so, I just can't get myself into the game. I played the first Destiny, back in 2014 when it releases. And let me tell you something. Going from Halo into Destiny, I can tell you right off the bat, when I first played that game was not anything related to Bungie. That shit didn't even felt like Halo, right? You could say gunplay wise and stuff like that, but the lackluster, like the world, the missions, it was so lackluster. It was bad. It was really bad, to the point where we was just basically farming, like in the same location, just farming emeralds, farming the same bad guys, the same loot over and over again. It was so bad and boring that I stopped playing the game. And then later on, I tried to get back into it, and I said, I can't get back into it. It's just not fun anymore. I don't know what it is. It's just not fun. But it's just like, when I go play the first Descendant, right? I play that game. It's a whole lot of fun. It just, if the grind is fun, I felt like I'm getting weapons, I'm doing this, I'm doing my kills. I felt like it was a blast. It felt really good. Then it felt like a slog. And I think that's what Destiny, to me, right? Destiny felt like a slog. It just felt so sluggish. Even though the gunplay may feel good and this and that and all this power, it still feels slow and sluggish. I just did not like it at all. And I even said to myself, like, this is just not Bungie itself. Like, I don't know what happened to Bungie. Maybe whoever was the gun mechanics and the moving mechanic person, whoever was working on movements and the guns itself, I think that person left because whoever is doing this is just not the same. So I stopped putting money into it. I stopped playing. I play other games. And then look at this. Fast forward to now, and we see that, you know, Destiny is in trouble. So I don't even know if they're going to be around. Like, again, Sony is going to step in and take over, and pretty much, I think Bungie as a studio, as a whole, I think after or towards the tail end of the first Destiny game, that's when, like, Bungie itself was gone. There was probably like a few people has left, like key people. Then more people left during the course of, you know, whatever, of Destiny 2. And now pretty much all the people that used to be the Bungie studio, whatever, from way back then, those people are long gone. Like, I think they was long gone way before even this incident happened. I think they was gone during, like, maybe towards the middle or the tail end of Destiny 1. They was long gone. So I knew right then and there, like, this is not Destiny anymore. Now it's just a shell of itself. Everybody is gone. So I wasn't surprised that this was going to happen regardless. So again, you know, I'm not wishing that, oh, this game to fail or this doesn't whatever. I'm just stating the facts that I knew that this studio was not going to be the same studio from like 10 years ago, right? You know, people change from 10 years. You know, I changed from 10 years ago. You're not the same person from 10 years ago. You're a different person from 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you had a different mindset than where you are right now from 10 years ago, right? Things change. So, you know, things change, shit happens. And did it change for the better? It changed for the worse. It's clear to me that it changed for the worse. Now, I think I was making a video or a comment on one of the YouTubers. I think it was Darkstar, I think it was. Let me look this up real quick. I think it was him. I wanted to see this. I believe it was him. I'm just trying to look up something. I think it was, yeah, so Darkstar777. He made a video about the whole Bungie situation, right? And I think I did put something down there as well. Hold on, let me see. Oh wait, did he took it down or no? I don't think so. I think he took it down because I think there was a video he made and I made a comment on it. Halo 3. Yeah, I think he took it down. I don't know what he did with it, but yeah, so he took it down. But so anyway, I don't know why, but I did made a comment on there and I said because he said, like, you know, oh, this is Sony and stuff like that. I was like, look, man, to break it, to give you the honest truth, it's not a Sony thing. This is literally strictly just Bungie by itself. I'll put it like this to you. Sony laid a mousetrap for them. Maybe that was the case. Maybe Sony said, and PlayStation said, let's go lay them a trap and let's just bait them in here, and then we'll basically tear them apart from the inside out. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's what they did. If they laid the bait for them and Bungie took it, then who's at fault here? Bungie took the bait. Sony just laid down the mousetrap. That's it. They didn't they didn't like force the mouse. They didn't try to grab the mouse. They didn't try to find the mouse. They didn't try to do all that stuff. All they did was, let's just lay down the mousetrap and let's just bait them in. And Bungie took the bait and Sony pulled the string and boom, mousetrap. That's what basically what Sony did. Sony has nothing to do with the whole firing situation and stuff like that. Bungie should know better, and they probably already knew their own current situation. And I even made a comment on there that they had at least 3 options to rectify the ship of the, what Destiny was going through, well, what Bungie was going through with the whole money management. It's pretty much like it's a money management issue, but mainly is management and the uppers from the CEO from the top. So they could have rectified this. The first option they could have done was they should have just stick with Halo, make Halo games, continue to do that, right? Then when the next, generation consoles was coming out and Phil Spencer was stepping in, then you could pitch the idea for them and say, hey, we've been making Halo so-and-so. We was thinking if we could have a small team do a project called Destiny, and here's a video, here's a pitch idea. I think this will be a great thing, and then blah, blah, blah. It's going to bring a splash and so on and so forth, right? So I'm just saying, if they have leadership that has common sense in there, you know what I'm saying? Like that knows how to lead a studio, they could have just taken that option, and they could have just, I'm pretty sure, without a shadow of a doubt, Phil Spencer said, yeah, no, go ahead, as approved. We'll let you, if you're still going to continue making Halo, we will let you do another project. And I think that would have been fine. Halo, Destiny would have had more time be cooked in the oven, right? Instead of that release that they did, it was god awful. It was like, oh my god, like it was bad. Then it got better, and then it turned bad again. It was like, it's not it, Chief. But I think if they would have done that, I think they would have been in a better state. People would have still kept their jobs. I wouldn't say there wouldn't be no layoff. I'm pretty sure it will be, but it wouldn't be as bad or as worse than right now. They did 2 layoffs right now. I would have seen maybe a few layoffs in Xbox headquarters than fucking 2. It'd be ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing two layoffs right now, that's how you know you done fucked up so bad in that studio. It's like really, really bad. So they could have done that option, right? But Destiny would have came out like way later. So it would have probably wouldn't even come out until like, if they would have started early, then we probably would have seen it now. Or at least like a beta version or some type of like release date for it. That could have been option 1 they could have done. That I'm talking about like years ago. Option 2 they could have done was they already was a partnership and was pretty much underneath Activision and Blizzard. So what they should have done was they should have just basically worked underneath right there with Activision and Blizzard and just tell them, hey, we got Destiny 2, blah, blah, blah. Let us keep continuing whatever, and you just back us up with blah, 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 and then we'll work on Halo. I think if they came to that negotiation on the table, I'm pretty sure Phil will say, okay, that's fair. We'll keep your Destiny game. It is successful. I'm pretty sure it would not make any sense to, like, shut down a live service that's fucking successful. It's like fucking nuts. It's like, why would you do that? You shut down a live service when it's not doing good, like Suicide Squad, right? That makes sense. Suicide Squad with their player numbers, that shit is garbage and is not doing good. Shut that down. But if Bungie already have proven that they have a successful live service IP, which is Destiny 2, and people are still playing it, still continuing to enjoy the game, and they love the game, right? with all the content and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure Xbox will say, okay, fine, we will back you up and we will keep you for, keep you doing whatever, Destiny 2, will keep you in afloat, but you're gonna have to help us with Halo. I think that would be the only negotiation there. Whatever. Or maybe they might say, okay, if you're gonna still continue backing us up with this, then we can do Destiny 3, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? I think they could have brought something to the table to really negotiate, and I'm pretty sure they'll say, yeah, why not? Like, it would be a no fucking brainer. I'm pretty sure Phil will never say, yo, shut down Destiny 2. They're not making a what? It'd be stupid. It'd be crazy. Like, like they already got the numbers. But what makes this even more bad, that since Sony is going to acquire Bungie, right, as a whole, they're probably gonna do that whole whatchamacallit. They're probably gonna do that whole the PSN requirements, like you gotta have, like, oh, that's gonna be so bad. If they do that, whew, my god, Destiny is definitely gonna be faster dead than anything else. Sony, just don't do it, please. I hope they don't, but I'm pretty sure they will be doing that. There's no doubt about it. No questions about that. So, there's option 2. They could have done that. Option 3. Now, this is like the last resort. This is like the ditch effort that Bungie could have taken or could have made a negotiation. What they should have done was, look, this is what we have right now and so on and so forth. However, you should have brought to the table with them, instead of you turning around and saying, oh, Factions 2, shut that down. Why would you did that? Bungie had to shut down Factions 2 for Concord? No, I would, what they should have done right there from the table from the get-go, to not try to overdo it, just say, this is what we got, this is what we're doing. I know you want to do live services and stuff like that. You already have an IP that's well established. Let us have the IP. We will do a remake or a whatever remaster of a old IP, and we'll make a multiplayer live service game as well as a campaign with it. Killzone, you could do Resistance, and I'm pretty sure they can definitely do MAG without a problem. So they already got the established IP. If you back us up and you work with us, right, and keep us independent, we will take your old franchise and we'll make them successful, and we'll make sure we will put it on PC across all platforms, and you should be able to make some money and generate money and revenue. That would have been a pretty good offer right there. And I'm pretty sure, again, PlayStation and Sony will definitely be taking that deal, because they're gonna sit there and say, look, Bungie has worked with Microsoft in the past, and they have a successful live service. We want to make a successful live service because they got Call of Duty. So we need some competition. They are willing to lend us a hand and give us some help in leveraging a live service game if we just give them their old IPs and let them cook that. I think pretty much the PlayStation fans would have been very happy about this. This will be a big W for them, because if that were to happen, then we would have seen MAG came back, we would have seen Killzone, all of these games get remake, restructure, get the multiplayer live service treatment like how they did with Destiny, and put it as a live service, and definitely going to have some good competition. The PlayStation fans over there, especially that they're paying for this shit to play online with their friends, and they don't even have a first party multiplayer game online, and they're paying this service, this will be a big W for them. Now they can finally say and justify that now I can buy a PS Plus membership because Sony is giving us multiplayer games that I want to play online with my friends, instead of that fucking garbage shooter that is bland as hell, that is Concord, that's not giving the player numbers at all. whatsoever. If Bungie were to negotiate like that at the table, I'm pretty damn sure Sony will not have a problem with that at all. They said, okay, we'll pay you this, and if you deliver this from here, then we'll back you up, and we'll give you this old IP, and we'll have you develop and make a whole new franchise or whatever. They would have been okay. I'm pretty sure they're still going to be laid off, but it wouldn't be this extensive damage layoff. There still would have been laid off, but it wouldn't be as bad if they would have made that deal, or they could be okay. So that's the deal. I don't know why they couldn't negotiate like that on the table, but instead they're just like, no, cancel Factions multiplayer. They don't want to play that trash. Cancel Twisted Metal. That shit is trash. Cancel this. Yeah, that game right there, Concord. Yo, that's approved. Go put that up. And then it's not even doing numbers. It's like pretty much Sony got scammed out of Bungie for all that fucking money. And pretty much the future of this, my final thoughts and my wrap up on this is the fact that Bungie is done, is over. They are going to be they already in the process of gutting it out. They already laid off mostly every key person that been working in that company well over 20 fucking years. The people who have done the music, cover art, all those people are gone. So Bungie is just a name, and the people and the creators and the people who developed Bungie and made Bungie from the ground up with Halo, those people and those devs are long gone. It's dead. So I got no hope for this game. And thank God, I tell you one thing, it saves me money. I didn't have to spend no money on this. I saved a whole bunch of fucking money. I saved at least hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I mean, for Jesus Christ. I mean, if we go on here, like, even like Destiny, right? You know, even though it's a free-to-play game, but you could just imagine the DLC to this game is absolutely insane. Let's see, right here. It's a free-to-play game, but I know the DLC is stupid crazy. Look at that. Look at that. All of this DLC right here. All of this DLC. Right? All of it. Right? Look at this. $400. $409. Almost $410. $410. Bro. $410. I saved $410 of my hard-earned money. I saved that. Hey, I tell you one thing. You know what I spent for $450? I spent it on a headset and a CPU. It's well worth it than playing this garbage ass game. Save me some money. But that's about it for Destiny. We can move on to something else. Oh, and by the way, before we move on real quick, I'm just showing you in the YouTube thing. You can even see it right here. I mean, look at this. What's next for Bungie? What is going to be next for Bungie? There's nothing next. It's over. It's done. The game is done. It's over. They're getting gutted out. All the key people are left. There is nothing left with Bungie anymore. Bungie is just a name now. It's just an empty shell, but a name. That's it. Long and forgotten. Whoever was steering the ship, they basically crashed the ship, and everybody got sank to the bottom of the ocean. That's pretty much it. Bungie is literally being torn to pieces. No shit. Look at this. Destiny community is in shambles. And you know, and that's the crazy part about this. This is a free-to-play game for $400. Who knows that this game or this service is going to stay up? And they're most likely going to get shut down. And then look. All of that time, this free-to-play game that you thought is going to last for a long time, look at this. All this fucking money in DLC, it's just a fucking waste. It's a fucking waste. It's a waste. Look at this. It's literally a waste of money. Like, if Suicide Squad had the same success, like, let's say Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League had the same success, and then let's say, oh yeah, that studio who did Suicide Squad, yeah, they're done. They're getting gutted out. And then you know what would be the crazy part is that all the DLC for that Suicide Squad, that live service game, if they decided to shut down the server, you just basically wasted $400 and fucking dollars, and you're unable to play the fucking game. That's the crazy part. And this is why I save my money, bro. I don't mind throwing money here and there. I don't mind, but like, look, when it comes down to like this, and being as a live service game, and the servers can just be, you know, switched off with a flick of the wrist or a snap of the finger, all that DLC that you paid for, all the maps, all the guns, all the coins and shit that you be doing, all the silvers and all this bullshit, all that shit means nothing. Because when the servers get shut down, that $400 and something dollars you ain't getting back. So what was the investment in that game was? That it ain't shit. That's why you can't, that's why I always like to play Starfield, and even though Starfield getting shit, I'd much rather play Starfield than this fucking game. Because at least Starfield, I can play that game for the rest of my life. There is no server for that fucking shit. The only server is going to be what? The Creation Club? So if the Creation Club is snap of the finger, what? So I'm unable to play fucking Starfield? Hell no. I'll be still playing Starfield. It's a single player game. I can play that game for the rest of my life. Versus Destiny, look at this. All of this shit gone. Snap of the finger. That's it. That's the end of that story. Look at this. It's sad. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. Anyway, let's move on and let's give a solemn salute to Game Informer. Salute. Game Informer is getting shut down. After 30 years, one of the most prominent and last remaining video game magazine will no longer publish. Its staff has reportedly been laid off. And that's a shame. You know, this is, I like Game Informer. You know, this is, it's heartbroken, but it was coming, you know? It was coming. And it's sad. You know? What really makes me sad the most is it's not just their magazines and stuff like that. It's just their YouTube channel, all of the videos and histories and stuff, the interviews, the exclusives and stuff like that, the coverage. Look at this. All of this history right here. All of this history is just going to be fucking gone. All of this gaming history is crazy. Super replay. You know, it's very, very, very fucking sad, you know. It's very sad. This is like the most saddest thing that I ever seen in my life, you know. All this history, the interviews and stuff, podcast. You know, this is like a podcast that I can listen to. I don't mind because, you know, they're all gamers. They all have different opinions. And there's no like some fanboyish bullshit. Or some journal media trying to get attention, trying to put this woke bullshit, adding Donald Trump into a article or into a podcast and to do some outrageous bullshit just to get clicks and views and stuff. Like, Game Informer is just what it is. It's Game Informer. It talks about the games, the coverage. They do interviews. They, you know, show some gameplay reveal and stuff like that. You know, like, and now we see them gone. It's just, damn, bro. It's heartbroken. It really is heartbroken. To me, at least, it's heartbroken. You know, I remember when I was subscribed to Game Informer magazine at GameStop because I was going out there getting games. I can't remember exactly when the first time I got my Game Informer magazine, but I remember clearly when that BioShock Infinite came out and that Game Informer magazine came in the mail. I was all over that shit like hot on rice. I wanted to know everything about that BioShock Infinite. I wanted to know the characters, the story. I need to know everything, the guns, the weapons. I need to know because I wanted to play that game so bad. And Game Informer has delivered that magazine, and you know, reading it, stuff like that. I went on their YouTube channel, listening, hearing the coverage and stuff. Those were some really good times. And there were some other games too I was interested too as well, but nothing more in my own opinion. It was definitely 100% was BioShock Infinite. And then I think it was also GTA 5. And then after, I think even earlier before, it was also even like Grand Theft Auto 3 when it came out. Like, that's when I was a kid. I didn't even know this magazine before. And then I saw it. It was like, oh, that's Game Informer? Oh, wait, that's Grand Theft Auto 3. I gotta read this. Or see some of the cool pictures and kind of read it and stuff because I wanted to know about it. It was a great time, man. And it's a shame, you know, all of their videos. I hope and I pray to God that they don't delete all of these videos. I hope not. Please don't delete any of these videos. Like, keep these videos up. Keep them in place. You know? It's just like, man, you know, all of this history, all of this stuff. Well, I know if they got laid off, hopefully they get together and just start like a podcast channel or a YouTube channel or something so we can support them, because I wouldn't mind, you know, if they still got the podcast and stuff like that, or they got the people in the podcast and they wanted to do, like, you know, doing their own channel, I will subscribe to their channel and support them. Because at least Game Informer is one of the realest, like, game journalists I can actually 100% trust. And don't mind watching their videos and listening to their podcast, because it's not like a podcast that's like, oh, here's a all Xbox podcast or all PlayStation podcast or a fake podcast out there, like some of these new gens that be all this like bashing on this one, bashing on that. This one has actual legit like people there at Game Informer that are legit gamers and love to play games, and no matter if it's PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo, they just cover it, they talk about the game, they have their own opinions about gameplay mechanics and how they feel about it. You know, and I can respect that. And that's something that I can subscribe to. And I can support. But you know, I don't know what's going to happen next to them, but it's crazy how they just abruptly just laid them off. But again, GameStop is not even doing that well too. At some point, GameStop is going to be out of business very, very soon. I mean, if we already see Best Buy is kind of like winding down the section of the gaming section, because the gaming section in Best Buy, I remember a long time ago, it used to be a long section. You had like a pretty decent long aisle of nothing but games on the shelf, like rows and rows of games. No matter if you went to the PlayStation aisle or the Xbox aisle, there was rows of games on both sides of the aisle, no matter what, when you was at GameStop. Now when you go to GameStop now, right, like after like almost like 15 years later, you go in there now, look at the aisles now. They're not even a row of aisles anymore. Now they're just little puck section. They only selling for headphones, controllers, and their little accessory shit, and very few games, very few physical games. They're getting rid of it, and they only selling the digital cards for it, the digital cards for the games. That's it. It was sad. You know, sad, but hey, it is what it is. You know, times has changed, man. Things gotta move on and things gotta move forward. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But going back to Game Informer is just, it's crazy, you know. I remember that, you know. So yeah, I don't know if somebody anything else they gotta say about Game Informer, but leave your thoughts and your experience down below with Game Informer. I already said my piece for it, and like again, I hope that you know the people that's on there who works at Game Informer, hopefully they can maybe reach out, come together, maybe start a YouTube channel and calling themselves Game Informers with a S or something like that. Start their own channel and stuff, their own YouTube channel, and then so they can keep working, having a job. Because if that's the case, I wouldn't mind subscribing to them. I would love to subscribe to them and support them. So hopefully somebody's there is thinking about that. Maybe they could do something like that. And I pray that all of these videos are not going to get taken down, but hopefully they got an archive or something like that, or somebody is archiving all of these videos and stuff like that, because it's going to be a shame to see all of these like being deleted or let go, you know. It's a shame. But that's Game Informer for you. They're done. 30 years. Crazy. But it's not surprisingly, because you know when you think about it, like it, you know, things are moving to digital and stuff like that, and GameStop is not doing so well, so it is what it is, you know. Sad. Very, very sad. So there's that. Moving on to the next thing, which is the Xbox Game Showcase 2024, which they're about to show off at Gamescom, and this is just their roadmap that they have right now. I wanted to talk about this because their roadmap is looking good. This is a roadmap that I like to see. Now, I wanted to make a little bit of a rant a little bit, because somebody made a video where Valve was like going to be pushed back to 2025, but then this person was complaining and crying like, oh, they pushed my favorite game back, blah 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 blah. And then you know how it is that he cries like a baby bitch, you know. And I sat there, I said, are you really crying and bitching and whining because of a Valve getting pushed back to 2025? That's perfectly fine, bro. There's so many games right here that's coming out this year alone. I'm perfectly fine with that. It's just only one game. But what? You got Stalker 2, Call of Duty 6, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Flight Sim. Like, you know, you got Starfield. Like, we got games dropping. And we had games drop not that long ago, right? With fucking damn, what shit, now I'm just blanking out with that shit. Hellblade 2. We just had Hellblade not too long ago. What the fuck? And people are still complaining and bitching and whining because of one game that's a Valve? Man, suck my dick. Stop fucking complaining, bro. I'm happy that the fact that we're getting these games. The fuck? Just because one game getting pushed back to 2025. Yo, man, it's the end of the world. Bro, we got this game. We got fucking that game, this game coming out, this game, the DLC. Like, we got fucking games here. I think we're all fucking set. What more can we fucking really want? This roadmap looks fucking good. We got games on here that I want to play. Stalker 2 is going to be my fucking game over Call of Duty 6. I will play Call of Duty here and there, but I'm not a super fan of Call of Duty anymore. I'm a fan of Stalker 2. That's what I'm going to be fucking playing the most. I'm playing Starfield a lot. Shattered Space is coming around the corner. Dude, I'm set. I got 2 games right here that is definitely going to be on lock. And then I got 2 other games I'm definitely going to be dabbling in here and there. Indiana Jones and Call of Duty 6. I'm fucking set. I got 4 fucking games to look forward to. What more could I say? Shit, even if I had like just these two games, I'm more than happy with just these two games. These are two games that I'm definitely want to play. Not something like fucking PlayStation where they got absolutely ain't got shit. What does PlayStation has right now? What basically what does PlayStation has the equivalent of Stalker 2? Where's that game? I don't see it on there. What game does fucking PlayStation has the equivalent of Starfield? What's the equivalent of that? Where is it? What first party studio is working on the equivalent of Starfield? Where? They don't got shit. So for me personally, I'm not fucking complaining. I'm happy. Yes, a Valve is being pushed back to 2025. Whoopie the fuck do? Good. See you next year. It's gonna be in the beginning, which is great. So by the time when January comes around and then February, boom, I got a game to look forward to, which is a Valve, because I'm already gonna play all of the other games that I already have, and this is a game that I'm looking forward to. Good. Give me some fucking room to breathe. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 games to look forward to. Give me some fucking breathing room. And guess what? This is why Xbox is on top. I've been making this comment. I'm going to say it again, bro. This is why Xbox is on top. I told you this shit. I said it right here. This is why Xbox is on top, because they got a variety of games for us to play. And content that they are going to be dropping for us. Which they fucking have. It's right here. This game I want to play. This one I'm playing. And these two I'm definitely going to be playing as well. This is number 1. This is number 1, because this is going to go first in this one. So this is number 1. This is number 2. Number 3 and number 4. I got 4 fucking games going towards the end of the year. I'm perfectly fine. Even if it was just fucking 3. Let's just say I'll cut this out. Just even 3 by the end of the year, I'm perfectly fine. Even if it was just 2. Just these 2 games right here by itself, I'm perfectly happy. These are games that I want to play. That's why, look, Xbox is delivering shit. They got a roadmap for us. I don't know why fucking people are complaining about one game that's a Valve that's going to be 2025. So what? Let it be 2025. In the beginning of the year, that's a fucking smart move. Because you know what 2025 is. It's going to be GTA 6. But I fucking doubt it is going to come out in 2025. Most likely that game is going to be coming out in 2026. Okay? But at least a Valve is going to be in the beginning of a new year. Good. Good. I would much rather have it to be in the beginning of a new year than being crowded and overcrowded with all these fucking games going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop making it fucking crowded. Give these games some room and some space to breathe. Probably a Stalker. Because Stalker been delayed so many times, they said, okay, well, a Valve never really have a delay. Let's just delay a Valve until the beginning of next year. They can release that. And then let Stalker 2 has his room. Shattered Space is going to have his room. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be a big room for November. And then Indiana Jones. What the fuck? And then all the rest of the games. And again, that's just personally my games I'm looking for. Some people are looking for this game, Assassin's Creed Shadow. Some people are looking forward to Gears of War E-Day for next year. Some people are playing Flight Sim 2024. They're looking forward for that. They're going to say, yo, I got a Flight Sim stick and I want to play this game. It's a lot of fun. Good. They're giving us variety of games to be looking forward to. I'm happy with this lineup. Oh, but there's strategy games and stuff like that. Who cares? Motherfucker, if you like the strategy game or not. Like, look, I don't mind Age of Mythology. I play Age of Empires 1 and 2. So if they're Age of Mythology, maybe that's not a game that I might be looking into or I might dabble into here and there. I'm not a fan of it like that. I totally get it. But that's okay. It may not be my game, but it's going to be for somebody else. Okay? This may not be my game. It's going to be for somebody. Just like this. Diablo, I don't really play Diablo like that. I never really fuck with Diablo. But for somebody out there that likes Diablo and plays Diablo, that's going to be a game for them. Not for me, but that's okay. They're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my fucking games. That's what being a gamer is about. There's no right or wrong answer. We all looking forward to different games that we want to play. That's why I'm saying, you see this? This is why Xbox is on top, because of the fact that they're delivering games in a variety of different ways. Where is PlayStation fucking roadmap, and where's their variety of games? Where's the open world racing game on the PlayStation platform? First party. Where's that? Nowhere to be found. Where's the equivalent of fucking Stalker 2 on the PlayStation? Where's the first party exclusive is on the equivalent to that? They don't got nothing. They ain't got shit. Do they got a flight sim on fucking PlayStation? No. Like, again, like, I'm just throwing those as an example that you gotta have variety of game for people to play. Because if you don't got variety of people of games that they're looking forward to playing, you're gonna be fucking in trouble. And you see what they're doing. They're making a good lineup. It's good. They got games dropping. Just these 4 games right here, or even, I know it's gonna be more. I probably is gonna be this one, this one, this one, this one. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, maybe 11, I think. So 10 or 11. Flintlock is already out, so 10, 11, 12. And I think this one is out. I'm not sure. So let's just say it's about between 12 to 13 or even 10. So even just 10 games by itself. Just the 10 that I count, right? That are coming out right now in 2024. I'm fucking happy. What the fuck? Good. Like, bro, stop fucking complaining. These people need to stop complaining and start playing games. I am sick and tired of it. Play the games. Look forward to shit that you want to play, bro. That's what I'm fucking saying. I'm not complaining. The only time that you're gonna ever see me complain about Xbox is when they sit there and say, oh, we're gonna shut down all of these studios and we're only gonna get 4 games. That's a fucking problem. They're not gonna be complaining. But until that time, look at the lineup that we're having. We're getting more than just 4 fucking games. We're getting 10 dropping. DLC, that's the content. That's still good. They're supporting their fucking games. We're getting IPs. Stalker 2. I want to play that. I haven't played Stalker 2 in like so long. I'm excited for Stalker 2. Good. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I heard that's pretty good. I don't know. Gotta wait and see. But I'm not hyping things up. I'm just looking forward to 2 games that I know that I'm definitely going to be playing hands down, which is Stalker 2 and this. So just these 2 games by myself alone for me is more than enough. Thank you, Microsoft. I'm all set. I'm happy. I'm good to go for 2024. I'm just saying, man. They need to stop complaining. This roadmap looking pretty damn good. 2025 is going to look even better. All right? So, I think people need to stop complaining about one game that's evolved that's going to be delayed until 2025. Stop fucking complaining about that. And just be satisfied and be happy that the games that are coming out right now, which we got like 10 to 13 games that are dropping, you got something to look forward to and something that is different and they got variety to it. So even if you don't like Dragon Age Veilguard, then Valve is going to take it next year. Right? If you don't like Stalker 2, because not everybody's not going to play Stalker 2 or like it just like I do. If you don't like it, guess what? You got Call of Duty Black Ops 6. If you don't like this game, you got that game. Right? If you don't like Age of Mythology, you got Indiana Jones. Right? There's plenty of games to be looking forward to. All I'm saying is just please shut the fuck up. Stop crying on Twitter. Stop complaining and just shut the hell up and just enjoy the games that we are getting dropping. We're getting more than 10 games. Be happy about that. And these lineup is not garbage ass lineup. This is not a Concord. You know, sure. Are we going to have games on here that might be a dud? Like Flintlock? Yes, that's a dud. That's a garbage game. We can get that. Is everybody's going to jump on Sea of Thieves? Not really. I'm not jumping onto that. Is everybody going to jump on Mixtape? No, not really. Maybe some people, but not everybody. Right? That could be a garbage game. Who knows, right? But here's the deal. PlayStation only got 2 fucking games that are like what? Concord. We already seen Concord. Most people have already played Concord. And you already see the player numbers on that one. It's garbage. Nobody's not looking forward to that. Astrobot is the only game. That's a platformer. Cool. But what about the rest of the games? Well what about Rise of Ronin? Nobody wants to play that. We need more than just Rise of Ronin. More than just Silent Hill 2. You gotta put some variety in games that are fun and looking forward to. They got games that are casual people and they got games for hardcore. Stalker 2 is for hardcore people. You want to play a casual shooter game? Play Call of Duty 6. That's a casual game. Go play that. You want to play a action adventure game like, Uncharted? Because Uncharted over there, we haven't even heard of Uncharted 5. We haven't even seen any gameplay of Uncharted. But if you want to play a similar game like Uncharted, but in a different way in first person, you got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Be happy. Be happy that you're getting something instead of fucking nothing. Or the same old fucking games. We're getting some new games. Good. I'm happy. Great lineup. Oh my god. I have to say, I gotta get that off my chest, bro. Because that shit is just so ridiculous, bro. Just the amount of stupid shit that people be saying on the internet or even on Twitter. That's why I deleted Twitter. I deleted Twitter, Instagram, and all that Facebook nonsense garbage. I got the fuck off of that. I said, never again. Oh, snap. Oof. I don't know if you hear that outside, but it is thunderstorming out there, bro. The stream might get cut off, so I'm just letting you guys know. If my stream gets cut off, you know it's just a thunderstorm, bro. It wasn't me. Let's see. Alright. So, let's wrap it up before, just in case if the power goes off. We'll talk about some digital games real quick in the digital industry, what's going on and stuff. For me, I wanted to talk about the positives of it. I know a lot of people will look at it, the negatives and stuff like that, but personally for me, I think this is a positive. Because for one, like again, in my own opinions on this one, I think digital games are definitely going to be it's going to bring in a lot more competition. And I'm not talking about the people who's making the games, but it's also going to be competition in terms of the quality of the games. Because now with the whole, return it to GameStop and stuff like that, people are really, really... Oof, man, that thunderstorm is crazy. I don't know if you heard that, you guys, but yo, that thunderstorm is crazy. I don't know. Might have to end the stream early on this one. Holy snap. That shit was so loud. But, okay. Real quick. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, unfortunately. But what I think, overall, right, with the digital marketplace and stuff like that, it's not about the number of games, but it's just there is sheer there's a lot of games, even on PC, right, on Steam. There's just a shit ton of games on here, all the way from AAA devs all the way down to indie devs. There's AA, titles, whatever. There's always be a sale. I think, to be honest with you, digital games are definitely going to make people more aware of the games that they're playing, and also the quality of games where they at now. So if they're going to pick up a game, they want to make sure they want to play this game and they want to play it to beginning to end, and then they're able to replay this game over and over again. Because if there's a game that's a online, always live service games like we're seeing right now, right, with the whole whatchamacallit, Concord situation, Flintlock, that's a single player game, but even that is not even doing good numbers at all. And also Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, right, with Warner Brothers. right? Seeing those live service and single player games with all of this garbage nonsense with DEI stuff and all this stuff, you could really see players that are definitely voting with their wallet, right? You could see that, you know, right? Like if we go to like Flintlock, right? Look at this, mostly positive, but that's like all reviews, but I doubt it. And this feels like generated, but then again, this, don't let this deceive you, because people has already played the game and talk about it, and it's not good. And you can see, like, you don't even see like the reviewers, like, you know, people buying the game to review it and stuff. Because if you go to right here, if you go to Elden Ring, right, you can see recent reviews, all reviews, right? And you can see all the positive stuff. You don't even get that on there. Because that's how you know the player count is so low. It's terrible. It's only like, again, 399. So 399 people has downloaded this game and played this game. Because that's the only way you're going to review this game. Then when you go to here, to Elden Ring, well over 688,000 people. That's well over. So people has played the game, reviewed the game, and buy the game. They bought the game. That means they did really good numbers. Like, again, don't be fooled by that, because, like, again, we can go on here to Flintlock, right? We can see the reviews right here. Look at this, 41%, 1 star. And you can see how bad it is. It's a bad game, bad optimization. Could be fun without stutters. You know, like, it's crazy, you know, like, it's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad game. It's not a good game. It's awful. So basically, right, this game is not doing well. Nobody really playing it, and it's not being sold well. This is a new IP. Like again, to look at in concept, right? If we know, right, we see that review, we've seen the review on there, right? Then here's a game in my library, right? To make a pale comparison, right? Because that's almost like a Souls-like game, right? So to compare it to a similar game that came out, I think, like a couple of years ago, which is this one right here, Steel Rising. Steel Rising. We can go on the store page, and I played this game. This right here has mostly positive review. 2,594 people played this game. That's more. That's like 3 times more than what even that Flintlock game coming out right now with only 399, 400 people almost. This is 2,594, about to be almost 2,600 people has played this game, and it's mostly positive, and it's a better game to play. People enjoy this game more than they enjoy Flintlock. Like, again, I'd much rather play this game over Flintlock any day of the week. I'll play this game any day of the week over Flintlock. It's a no-brainer, right? Is it a perfect game? No, it's not perfect. Does it have some problems? Sure, it got some gripes here and there. But is it like so bad than what the PlayStation reviews are, what the Xbox reviews are saying right now? No. It's not as bad as this. Let me tell you something. I'd much rather play this game. This game is a lot of fun. I enjoy myself playing it, and it's a great time. It's not a perfect game. It's not the best game in the world, but I did enjoy it. I did have a great time, and I did have some fun. So I gotta give credit where credit is due. And again, this is going back to that digital thing. Like, again, people are really being aware and really holding on and saving and voting with their wallets and saving their money. And with this games going to digital now, they're gonna have some real competition on here. Because remember, this was a game that was touted, all this bullshit, like, right? This game was touted. Flintlock, all this stuff is a good game, blah blah blah, whatever. It was shown on the Xbox Showcase. Even all that said and done, the marketing, it showed it at the Xbox Showcase and Game Pass Day 1. All of this bullshit and they still failed. They still got low numbers. It still didn't even reach number, and they're getting this many percentage. 41%, 1 star. That's how you know this game is garbage. So people are really voting with their wallets. They're really, yeah. And I'm glad to see it. I'm very glad to see this. Because it gives us an indication that the fact that even though that all of these physical games is going into digital, now more people are going to be very wary about purchasing games and buying games now. Because they're not going to want to buy a game and then 2 hours later they can't do a refund. I bet you everyone on this platform, especially on Steam and every digital whatever, is learning that lesson now. So I guarantee you that before they sit there and say, oh, my friend recommend me this game or that game, they're going to sit there and say, I'm going to look at the game on YouTube. I'm going to see what some of these people are saying about it. And if they said it's garbage, I'm not going to buy this game. Period. That's how it's going to be. And guess what? None of those studios can't do a damn thing about it. Can't make people to buy a game. So what's the next best thing? People are going to be like, I don't have to buy that game. I can go play, like, right? They're going to go back playing their little free-to-play game. They're playing back for Counter-Strike. They're playing Forza Horizon 5. They're playing, Spider-Man. Right? They're playing other games. Like, it's not that hard to be like, yo, like, again, if I put this all down, right, and we got games right up here on the top, I could just simply just say, you know what? It's time to uninstall this game. Boom. I don't want to play this game no more. I'm done with this game. Whatever. And they can simply uninstall it. They don't have to play this shit. Like again, if I can just uninstall this game and play something else if I wanted to. I can install whatever game that's on Game Pass. Whatever game that I want, I can play it and I can install it and play it. But again, at the end of the day, it's up to me to decide. It's up to me whether or not I want to install the game or not. Right? Xbox don't put a gun to my head. PlayStation ain't putting a gun to my head. No other studio with their whatever outrageous garbage take. I don't give a fuck if it's DEI garbage or their little bullshit that, oh, my game is blah, blah, blah. Look, you can't make me install your fucking game and play it or buy your game. So if I don't install it and I don't fucking buy it, that means your game is fucking trash and I'm moving on to something else and I'm going to play a game that I know that I'm going to be playing. That's why I got Starfield, because I know I'm going to play this game. That's why I got Forza Horizon 5 installed, because I know I'm going to play that game. You don't see me installing Far Cry 6. Right? You don't see me installing Power World. You don't see me installing fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Modern Warfare 3. I don't give a fuck about those games. And I think that's what it's going to be. So this is going to be that competition. Because they're gonna think that, oh, if we just make this live service game, everything is gonna be okay. Like, hell no. Hell to the fuck no. It ain't gonna be okay. Shit, what we already seen it. We've seen the proof. The proof is right here. So I can tell you right now, it's a good thing. It's a good thing we got digital now. Because now these companies going to have to really step up their game. Or else they're going to be closed down and be shutting down. And if they want to waste their money, that's their money. My money is still safe in the bank account. I'm good. I got money in the bank account. My shit is already saved. I'm not wasting my money and time on or wasting on some bullshit that a game that is fucking garbage. So I'm not going to play it, and I'm not, like, again, you got free-to-play games that you could be playing. First Descendant. The First Descendant is a free-to-play game that is doing well above and well beyond than fucking Suicide Squad. I know I'm spelling it wrong, but sorry. What am I doing else? Look at this. Look at this. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Steam DB. This is the player numbers right here. Max? The max that it reached was like 13 something. 13 something. And then look at this. Ooh, boom. This is how low the numbers are. Nobody is not even playing this game. You only have one little peak right here, which is what? 3,000? That's it. A measly 3,000. And then goes right back down. Look at this. Nobody is playing this game. Nobody. This game is completely dead. And they're really voting with their wallets. They're not fucking around. So if they want to keep on trying this live service game, they want to waste money, they want to waste a lot of resources, go right ahead. Because guess what? I'm not buying the game. I'm not playing it. Because guess what game I'm playing? Starfield, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter Fighting Collections, Tekken 8. There's plenty of other games that are coming out during the year. I don't have to play this garbage ass game. So a lot of people right now, they're really voting with their wallets. Right now, they really are. Shoot, look at this. First Descendant. First Descendant. Look at this. Well above numbers. Look at this. Max peak right here. Still up here. Yeah, it went down. But look at this. Still hovering over 100K. Over 100K, a little bit under 100K. It's literally right there. The proof is in the pudding cup. Gamers are voting with their wallets. They are not fucking around. Gamers are voting for their wallet. Casuals are being even more cautious about these live service games and shit like that. Like, people are like saying, you know what, let me just go back and play some old games. Let me go play this game. This game is a lot better than this one. So I'm telling you right now, the quality of these games, especially when it's digital, they're gonna have to really step up their game. No matter what publisher, indie dev, or even a AAA dev, doesn't matter. They really have to step up their game. Because if they don't, they're gonna be asked out without a job. They're the ones gonna be asked out of a job. I still got a job to go to work, to pay bills and got a roof over my head. They're the ones who's gonna not be having a job. Okay? Because at the end of the day, nobody on Twitter gives a fuck about you or even care about you. Period. And that's a fact. So I'm happy about this. I'm happy that the digital market and these games are taking over, because now, more than ever, they're going to really have to step up their game. That means that the quality got to be good. The game got to be finished and feature complete. No more of the days of, we'll wait for a patch, we'll wait for this, we'll wait for that. Look, they're going to go right there on YouTube. They can go right here on YouTube, right? They're going to look at one video, right? They can sit there and say, oh, what about, you know, I don't know. Let's say like Luigi Mansion. They're going to look at this game. They're going to see what people are talking about. They're not going to just go with the big channels like Game Informer or IGN or GameStop. They're going to go with the smaller channels like us. Smaller channels, medium-sized channels. They're going to see what they're talking about. Yeah, I played this game. It's fucking garbage, bro. The gameplay mechanics like this. We show gameplay footage of it. And then that right there alone, when they see the footage and see the gameplay of it, they're going to sit there and say, hey, yo, am I going to pick up this game? Should I play this game or should I not play this game? That's what it's going to be. I'm fucking telling you right now. They're going to sit there and say, should I play this game or should I pick up this one? Well, if this game looks trash, then I'm going to pick up this game. That's how it's going to be. So they really, really, really have to step up their shit. No more half-assing games. No more, we're just going to throw games on the wall and make it stick. Like, it ain't going to work that way. You better make a good game or else you ain't going to get those numbers. And I'm pretty sure that All of these studios are going to be feeling it. Xbox knows that they're feeling it because guess what? Even though they got Game Pass on PC, guess what their competition is? Their competition is right here, right? Is right here. It's right on Steam. Game Pass and their little whatever, their competition is Steam. They can't stop Steam. Steam is too good. Look at this. Library, this, storefront, this, community posts. I want to know about a game in there. Boom. I can look at the reviews. These are people that actually brought the game, played the game, and they're going to review the game. They're not just throwing reviews just to throw reviews, just to bash on something. They really are. They really own the game. They played the game, and they can review it and bash on it. They can do whatever they want. They literally own the copy of that digital copy. And people are only going to buy certain games. You see my list? I'm only buying certain games. I'm not buying every single fucking game in the storefront. I'm not doing it. I'm only buying 1 or 2 or 3 games and that's it. And I'm playing it. So they need, like again, this is the competition you're dealing with. This is the competition. This is what it's like. Because people are going to pick and choose games. They're not buying every fucking game. They're not doing it. And Sony's going to be in real big trouble because guess what? Just because, yeah, they got their little games on the storefront. But again, if they want to keep that recurring player numbers, recurring whatever, they're going to have to put out a game that's going to be fun and enjoyable and put in a lot of players for years to come. That's why that's why the Forza Horizon 4 series is so successful. Everybody talking shit about it saying, oh, Forza Horizon this, it's the same game, blah, blah, blah. Every year, but look, every year, Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 4, Forza Horizon 5. We're going to get another Forza Horizon 6. Every Forza Horizon series is always being outsell, and they always going to have their player numbers up. Their player numbers are up every time. They're never down. Hell, let's put that right here on the Steam DB, thinking like I'm playing around. Like I'm telling you, man, the digital stuff, it's going to really wake up a lot of these studios and these publishers and say, okay, we can't put out a half-ass game. We can't do this because now we're not only in competition with other publishers and stuff, but we're also in competition with who? The indie team, indie devs, people that are making AA to 1A games. They're making those games. And they're doing a lot better than what our AAA numbers are doing right now. Look at this. Forza Horizon 5. I know people make fun of it all the time. They make fun of it all the time, right? All the time. I want to see the player numbers. Look at this. This is their peak right here. Look at this. Max goes all the way down, but you don't see it going all the way down to like, damn, it's like super bad. Like it's hovering about right here, which is good. This is how it should be. It starts up and it's good. 3 months. Good. These numbers are better than even fucking Suicide Squad and that Concord game combined. And even another bad game combined. This game alone does better than fucking Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. It's better than Concord. And on top of that, they still retaining good player numbers right here. Like, it's insane, right? Like, look, it's above 10K players. 10,000 people above 10K players are still playing this game. That's 3 months. Max year. Right? The only time you ever see the low, like right now, it's like below. It's like, whatever, this is low. Okay, fine, fair enough. But watch, when more content comes out, more stuff, man, I'm telling you, it'll be a boost. And they still got good numbers. 44,000 people. Like, bro, they're hovering right around 10K players. 10K, 20K players. That's insane. The peak was even 35K players. 35,000 people was playing it at one point. Yeah, it's like it's pretty much basically is hovering about 10K players. It dips below, yeah, that's fine. You know, that's to be expected. But it's hovering around 10K players. That's pretty fucking good. I guarantee you, Concord wish they had 10K players right now. They wish they had 10K players. They don't even have 10K players. That's what I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. I'm telling you, they better start making a game that people want to play. Like, again, I guarantee you, even PlayStation wish they had 10K players, that they're still playing the game. I don't know what fucking Gran Turismo 7 is like, but I guarantee you it's nowhere near Forza Horizon 5. No way. They're going to play that game more than they are playing with that. They're only doing it for like, oh, we're racing around the track and stuff like that. When they want to have fun in the game, they're playing Forza Horizon 5 or any other open world racing game. They're playing that. And even casuals will much rather pick an open world racing game than a closed off track. That's just a fact. But yeah, you know, I'm sorry for ranting, but this is one of the positive things about digital, because the fact that now people are getting more aware, they're voting with their wallets, they're not itching to rush to buy this game right away. And even if they did brought this game, guess what? It's not that hard to uninstall the game and go play something else. And they got tens, if not thousands, if not millions of fucking games to be played on the Steam storefront. They got many different games across many different publishers, many different indie devs. It's not just like, oh, you have to play this game because you got no choice. Like, there's like so many games on here that you could be playing. There's so many racing games than Forza Horizon 5. They got some competition. They got a lot of competition on here. What, you know what I'm saying? So they get, like, again, these devs and these publishers, they're gonna have to step up their game. They're gonna have to really step it up their plate and say, yo, I'm gonna have to really start developing games and make sure I'm making games that people want to play. Not games that are garbage and people don't want to play it. What are games that are out there that we don't have? Oh, we don't got an open world racing game? We should start making something like that. We need to bring some fun back into the games, because if we don't make it fun, people are going to go somewhere else for fun. They're not going to come here give us money for fun. They're going to go somewhere else. I'm telling you, that's the competition. That's the landscape right now. And it's going to get even better. Because you know what? Like, again, it saves me money, man. It saves me money. Thank God for Game Pass. Look, Game Pass saved me some money and saved me a lot of time. You know? Like, I could try Flintlock, but I already know it's garbage. So I save some money and I'm not wasting my time on it. Right? Same thing with, you know, whatever, like Madden. I don't give a fuck about Madden NFL. Like, I can care less about Madden. Madden is garbage to me. Right? I already seen the game. I know about the game. I don't want to play the game. People are really picking and choosing their games. They're going to sit there and say, look, I'd much rather play The Sims than anything else. Much rather play Dirt 5. They're really going to be picking and choosing these games, man. I'm telling you. I am telling you. That's what's going to happen. And it saves me money, man. Look, games are coming out. Oh, man. Mafia, the Definitive Edition, coming on August 8th. 13. I got this game and I played this game and I purchased it. I love this game. Great game, great pickup. This is coming on September. This is coming in September. Frostpunk 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, October 6th. Bro, they got some games on here, man. I can save some money. Save a lot of money, man. But I'm still purchasing games regardless, and you still see it in my library. I still purchase games. So it's not like I'm just doing like a free ride. I'm still buying games regardless. Like, but these are games that I'm buying that I like, that I enjoy playing. Not what the fuck you like. That's your business. What I like. That's personally for me. But I'm telling you, bro, that's the gaming landscape that we're in. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of competition out here. And let me tell you, those smaller channels and those smaller YouTube channels, their voices are going to be heard. Very, very loud. Very, very clearly. It's going to be heard. Because if they don't like a game, they will tell it. And then all those people that was watching it, they're going to say, yeah, no, I'm not going to. Whatever. And then if their friends is talking about it like, oh yeah, you play that Flintlock. What Flintlock? That garbage? That shit is garbage. And then they be like, what? It is? Like, yeah, that shit is so fucking trash. Return that shit. Oh, okay. You know, like that's what they're gonna do, man. Or they're gonna try it for themselves and they're gonna say, yeah, that shit is trash. Told you. It's fucking trash. And I can't get a refund. Well, too bad. You're on digital now, so you should have just watched a video and see what people thought about it and said to yourself like, hey, you know what? I don't want to purchase that. You should have spent that money to something else. It's gonna force people. It's gonna make people think, saying, all right, yeah, you know what? Maybe I need to go watch a lot of YouTube videos, watch people how they play the game, and if the game is trash, I'm not purchasing it and buying it. I'm gonna buy something else. Or save that fucking money, man. It saves me money. These publishers don't want to make a game for me, right? Then fine. It doesn't force me to go out and get their console, whatever platform, whatever. And it ain't going to force me to go buy their games. I'm just saving money in my pocket. They want to waste tens, if not millions of dollars in whatever game that they think like is going to give them whatever. Then let them. There's no hard feelings from me. I'm happy that I'm saving my money. I'm perfectly happy. Shit, I'm happy that I'm saving money. I'd much rather save money now than trying to spend all my money and be broke and be stressed out and fucking lose my hair over some dumb shit. So, there you go. That's pretty much all what I gotta say about this. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I will be having some videos as well. Some gameplay videos will be uploaded later on. But again, until next time, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.